What's up, collective? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into another reading. We have clam, okay. Or the letter C could be significant. This is a general reading for every sign. These cards came out at the end of the last reading, so I'm just going to continue from the last reading. Death spell backfired and magician in reverse, okay. They could be somebody with Gemini placements, or they don't have to be, okay. But somebody who's doing some very wicked stuff, okay, in the magic department. R in reverse could be significant, or C. Okay, somebody is, when I see this, this is like a person today. Okay, this person is saying, I got you. Okay, I told you so. Right, I told you shouldn't have done that. But somebody's not talking to somebody either. This person is not saying a word to someone, maybe about a cat. Okay, could be significant. B in reverse could be significant. Something is going on. The letter B or R in reverse. The letter U in reverse, first, middle, last name. Somebody's having a rebirth, okay? Could be significant. Somebody could be getting someone flowers. Somebody could be getting someone flowers. The letter P could be significant. Ray, okay, R or C could be significant. A truck could be significant. Somebody's happy. Blocked. Okay, somebody's not blocked. Hammer and puppy. PH. PH is significant. First, middle, last name. B could be in reverse. The letter I could be significant. Something is going on with a puppy, or did happen regarding a puppy. Some kind of justice is needed over a puppy. Or something is going on. Some kind of hanky-panky is going on here. Some kind of grooming could also be going on with a boy. Shark in reverse. Okay. A parent could be betraying their child. A parent could be betraying their child. Again, P is significant. 2 P initials could be significant. One more card. The letter O in reverse could also be significant. Op is here. PO could be significant. Pop could be significant. Hop, pour, crow, crop. Bop is here. Rob is here. Rob or Robert or Rob. Problem. O is significant. And octopus. Somebody could be working with Ursula and a child. It could be binding a little person to it. So let's see what's happening here. Somebody could want some kind of opportunity in film. Somebody could be trying to get an opportunity in film. This could be significant. Somebody could be... Poop. Poop could be significant. Hoop or poop. Boop could be significant. Coop. Seal, dog. A seal could be significant. Some sort of seal is not blocked anymore. Someone is on a roof. Someone could be standing on a roof. WS, SW could be significant. A dog. Somebody is, they cannot hide something. Somebody had an allergic reaction to crab, maybe. Or a dog had an allergic reaction. A child could have been betrayed by their parent again, and something happened to the child, or they faced, somebody had an allergic reaction. O, first, middle, last name could be in reverse. Or or B. O or B. B-O-O-B. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. It's gonna come out here. Something could have happened to someone in prison. Someone could have been unalived in prison. They're fighting or off someone. Or something could be going on with somebody's teeth. There's a lot of messages today. Something new. Somebody cannot make a sacrifice. This death spell backfired. They were trying to do something to your food. Okay, wanted something to go in your food here. They wanted some kind of spiritual contamination. Okay, you probably wouldn't see it like you see it on this card, but we see it. Somebody's ungrateful. Okay, they can't say thank you. Somebody doesn't like to say thank you. We have Taurus, Gemini could be significant in reverse, of course. Someone is ungrateful. They're not thankful for something because something is backfiring on them. And they don't have any food to eat or something. They can't eat, or they can't hurt somebody with their food, or do some sort of death spell with food. Spirit food, spirit cooking or something like that could be significant. Somebody is this gross enough to do this. Hmm. 23, 32, 15 or 51. 5 could be significant. Someone is not getting a message. They're not returning a message about something because they couldn't fulfill some sort of contract with the devil. So they're ungrateful, they're angry, they couldn't do something to the food, they don't have food, or something like this is going on. Okay, there's no message about a high honor person. This death spell backfired on a couple. Somebody, this couple is not good here, or an Aries, Cancer, or a 25 or 52-year-old. They're having bad health. This is not a couple, this is an Aries for sure. Somebody with Aries placements 31 or 13 could be significant. They did something to a high honor or a privileged lady that they're not messaging, or they're not getting a message from because they did something to their food. They're trying to sacrifice this person. They're ungrateful. Pisces could be significant. Sag. Okay, they could be doing something to a whole community. They could be doing something to an entire community. Lamb could be significant. Lamb. There's a main male as well. We have Capricorn, Sag, Pisces. And there's no pathway to something here. There's no pathway to something. God is not creating a pathway for something. This main female in reverse. Aquarius could be significant, or Leo. Okay, something is ended for this person. Something is going on at a dinner table, a dining table. Some kind of attack. Somebody could have birds. But something ended here. All right, from bad health. All right, let's put this down. Let's see. Let's take a look. Oh, man. Let's start out with this deck. It's a lot of, a public bus could be significant, public bus. All this coffin here, we have Libra, Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries. Somebody could have passed away. Somebody was doing too much here. They could have been ignoring a message, or they didn't return a message as well. This could be significant. Somebody could have done something with a knife. This is possible. Psychopath. Somebody is trying to get to someone. Somebody was trying to get to someone before something happened, but maybe they didn't make it. Maybe they didn't make it. Okay. Okay, we have electronic issues and communication issues. Somebody needs to review everything. The spy is in reverse right here. Okay, somebody was doing too much research about somebody. It was not the right time. Their intuition is in reverse. They ignored the flags. It came back to bite them, says this card. Somebody needed to open their heart and attract more love instead of doing this, but they could not deal with the challenges. They couldn't work on some inner healing. Okay, luck would have been on their side if they would have did that. This person was close to you, whoever this was. Okay, all right, because things are getting serious. So things are getting serious, and some sort of electronic issue. Somebody is causing electronic issues or communication issues for something that is getting serious or is serious, and somebody's losing patience. Again, a window could be significant. Something going through a window could be significant. A divorce, okay? This is maybe somebody you're experiencing a breakup with or did, or you're just not with this person anymore. It doesn't matter who it is. And you have chemistry for someone else, but maybe you also separated from someone and was also having intimacy with this person, okay? But you weren't living with them. This is possible. An air sign in reverse, somebody with air placements, okay? There's no health issues arising right now for someone, but this person had health issues and they were trying to pass it on to this group, maybe using sex, okay? And this person took too many chances. They were gambling too much and they could have lost their money. They tried to sabotage a relationship and somebody stopped communicating with them. Because something is not fate. Something is not fated to happen. They let go. Someone's a narcissist. They're full of themselves, and we have water sign. I was going to say air, water. Okay, this liar is in reverse. Okay, the spell is broken now that this person is gone. Okay, somebody didn't want to give something any more time anymore. And somebody was trying to hold it up. This gold digger is in reverse. Okay, now you can tell the universe what you want. And you will be traveling soon, someone. Or going on a date, okay? You don't have to be cautious about this. You don't have to worry. This is safe. Okay, and some kind of honeymoon phase, or maybe somebody's going to a wedding, or a wedding is significant. Then you have this earth sign in reverse. Okay, that could be bothering a fire placement in the upright. They need to tell you something, or they're I feel like this person is pretending that they have to tell you something, but they're not really telling you shit. Okay, because you can expect to hear from someone. So they just want to be in your ear. Like somebody just want to be in your ear because you're going to be hearing from somebody. They just want to be like gossiping or something. And again, somebody could be getting a new pet. Something about pets is significant, and somebody is, I'm telling you, they want to sacrifice somebody's pet. This group is very high into sacrificial faith and behavior. Okay, but our loved ones are watching over us, so there's no need to worry about that. Okay, this group is still figuring themselves out sexually, so I think they want the same thing here. Someone is expecting, okay, either now or soon, or they want to, they're thinking about it, and someone needs to move forward. This is a waste of time for this person to keep interfering. They're wasting their time, this says, and it could have something to do with them spying and why they're not here anymore. That's crazy. Somebody's just really obsessed. They're just really obsessed. Let's get one card out of here. Give me more of this coffin card. Bad health. Two of Cups and Nine of Cups in reverse, okay? The collective is going to be with whoever they want to be with, okay? It says this describes a coupling of some sort, a marriage, a partnership, or a union. You may be in a honeymoon stage. This card can also represent a new stage of happiness, positive love feelings. And ancestors had to get in reverse with this person. They were trying to control something. They were trying to control something. Somebody could have Pisces, Cancer placements. They don't have to. But this group is just trying to control something. They're very greedy with the Nine of Cups in reverse and very materialistic. Somebody just wanted to get money out of something. They weren't taking someone seriously at all. This is just someone using another person. They're using them. All right, I'm gonna get tarot in a second. Let's see. Okay, this puppet here. Someone is not a puppet. Okay, we have Taurus, Gemini. Someone is not a puppet, and they have a blessing. They're experiencing some sort of enlightenment, and they don't want to be in a dictator relationship. Something was over here being dictated. Now they're in jail or passed away. All right, their fate is in reverse. They didn't do something good regarding their fate. We have Libra, Capricorn, the Scorpio placements could be significant. This could be, again, a couple or something. A Gemini could also be significant. Aries, Aquarius. Like I said, it could be a couple, and this comes out. So, again, they're not a good couple. This is not someone that they've lost whatever fate. This could have been a good couple, but they did something really bad to other couples, and they sacrificed them. Yeah. So they had loss. They didn't know this, maybe. They didn't want to be alone. Okay, but they weren't hesitating to continue to do this. Again, we have Virgo, Aries, and Aquarius, and Gemini. They need to stop. Quit doing something. Okay, the spell work is backfiring, and they do this to avoid evidence of something. They do the spell work to cover up proof of something that happened naturally. Something happened. Again, Aries is significant, Capricorn, Virgo, and Libra. Leo. Okay, somebody is not homeless. Okay, and this person is not having fortune. They were expecting some sort of accident or homelessness. This keeps coming out, but instead we have a new adventure. Cancer could be significant. Okay, we're not in a natural disaster, and this person is trying to rob us. Yeah, Taurus could be significant. This person is trying to take from us because we're not having a natural disaster. I don't understand. What is this group's problem? What is their primary problem here? Why is this casket here? Okay, they weren't ready for something. They weren't prepared for something here. They didn't arrange for something. Okay, this illness. Oh, for the collective to not be sick, right? Because they have to pass it to somebody. This is coming out. Illness came out, and this is out. And I think in the last reading, illness came out. So they weren't prepared to get sick. That's what it was. And or lose their home. They don't have anybody who they can trust. Leo is here. Cancer. Somebody cannot get over this here. They can't succeed without this marriage or this relationship that's over. Something is over. Okay, they can't trap the collective. They won't take any coaching, obedience, or advice. They just want to keep binding people and contracting people and praying in reverse. The collective is somebody is promising the collective or committing to the collective, so they can't bribe this person. They're trying to bribe this person who's well. Okay, somebody just started protesting, Again, Libra, Capricorn, Gemini is significant. Somebody has memories, or they want to create memories with their family. They don't want to be indulgent and greedy. Again, we have Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, and Capricorn. They did something to this professional's money. They did something to your money. Maybe your child too. What did they do to the collective's money? Somebody could be in a prison. All right, let's see. Give me something for this coffin card and what they did to the collective money. All right, what's going on here? Arobata. Okay, Arobata did something to the collective here. An Aries, possibly. Could have done something to a Virgo. Scorpio, Aries. Okay, this person could be having a tower. This Taurus, Aries did something. A Leo. They came together and did something to someone when they were working. Their money. Okay? Their money right here. You're not communicating with a spiritual whore and they're stalking. They're over curious. They're manipulative. They're talking too much about somebody. They're over focused on someone and they're suffering. I just saw 3 of Swords and a fly. So these things are just, they're sick. Let me get some sage. Something is going on here. They were stalking possibly your money, your job where you worked, your accounts, anything to do with your money. They were watching it too much. This air sign, Scorpio, Aries, Cancer in reverse. Fire, water. Somebody could be having nightmares. More on this, what they did with the collector's money and why they're in a coffin. They made very bad decisions, possibly with a fire Libra or an Aquarius Libra or an air Aquarius, which is tough in reverse. Somebody confused this person and they made a very bad decision that they need to come clean about. They need to tell the truth. They have some secrets they need to tell in regards to a father, a Scorpio, a Pisces. They did something romantic and it was reckless, like some kind of reckless romantic action they did here. And ancestors again are popping out like what there's a lot of spiritual protection, and someone is healed, someone is powerful, someone has authority. A divine masculine could be significant. Someone had grief and loss and they healed from it and they're working, and they have a wish fulfillment. So they did something reckless to confuse someone romantically, and that could have made them again, something happened in a prison or is happening in a prison, some kind of brawl. But they did something romantic to convince somebody to take from the collective, like they used some kind of romantic behavior to make the collective, to make this energy want to rob the collective. They could have convinced them with sex, but they still couldn't sacrifice anyone. They're having delays now. And this is a criminal act with the Fool card in reverse. They're having suffering. This air fire in reverse is suffering. Again, they're worshiping fallen angels. They're doing something here inappropriate, and someone just has to move on to the authorities. Okay. They did something to someone's child here. They did something to someone's child. The authorities know about it. The authorities know about whatever this person did regarding your money, a death. This Scorpio Sag is involved. Scorpio Sag, Libra, air, fire, and this Leo. They have a lot to do with something here. Somebody was very impulsive and struggling, so they decided to take somebody's money, somebody's hard-earned money. moth or a bird or an insect, a flying insect could be significant. Somebody is trying something multiple times. They kept doing something over and over again to steal this money. They were taking instructions from this Leo, or this Leo fire is involved, or a Scorpio air is involved. They were telling this person to do it over and over again. And you didn't know with the moon card here, like they were doing something in their spiritual realm or something, like in the dark. So again, more people working. They're bothering people who are working here. This Aries is involved. And this Aquarius, again, the clothes are off here. So somebody had multiple intercourse moments, okay, with someone. And this interaction was motivating someone to do it. It's like every time they had intercourse with this person, or they were using flies or something, or some kind of flying insect as well, to they were doing something like that to motivate this person to keep doing it. Okay, again, the threesomes, the orgies. This is a group of friends here that are, they want to celebrate something. Somebody's saving. So they had a party or something with your money. Yeah. They had some kind of celebration. When they took your money, they celebrated this. They were happy about it. This Cancer, Leo in reverse. Look how they're going right into their damn death. Okay, that's where this person is going. This is a bad person. But they're going right into their death. Something they did really bad here, okay? And it's like they could be running from an ending and they're going to end up in another conflict. I also see that. I see somebody that was excited about stealing. They had some kind of small gathering with your money, and then they're walking right into an ending, and then they turned around and went right into a conflict. So it's like no matter where this energy goes, they're not going to be in any good situation. They did somebody's money they had saved up in an account. That's what this is about, security and savings. Okay, and now like somebody went from a 4 of Pentacles to a 2 of Pentacles. Okay, and they have a child. They did this to somebody with children. Okay, for the group said you got to do this. Okay, if you want to live somewhere. But this person really isn't living anywhere. They're just a thief. Okay. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse, okay, is attaching demons for this group to people to make them do this. And Ancestor is here, making sure everything is okay. Okay, they're making sure their descendants are okay, because there's a lot of spell work being done for people's destinies. Okay, they're having a tower. That's it. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse is in a tower. And it'll happen publicly. Whatever happens to this Queen of Pentacles and this group underneath, this Gemini, it's going to happen publicly. Something's going to come out about them. This Virgo in reverse as well. Okay, their sentencing is going to be public. When they go to jail, you might see it public somewhere. And they're very disappointed. Somebody's disappointed. This Pisces is disappointed in this group of Pisces here. A fire sign, a Pisces fire sign, an air fire sign. Could be disappointed, and this group is restless. Because why is this Pisces disappointed? Maybe over a child. Pisces fire. They're disappointed over a child. Okay, their child. A young person. Somebody was balanced. Something happened to this child. This Cancer Gemini did something when they met up with a child, this mother. There's a Cancer Gemini and a Taurus in reverse that did something to a child. Maybe these mother figures. And now they're restless about it. They did something for this child's, or this High Priestess's Ace of Cups. They want to work with this person, but this person is crooked. Okay? Yeah, they're working with dead spirits. So this group doesn't do that. They don't do that. Okay, because it ends up being prostitution, spiritual sex, and inappropriate stuff. So this group doesn't get involved with that. So this Three of Pentacles is between maybe, there's a lot of water energy here. Air, fire, and water in Capricorn and Taurus and Leo. So these placements could be working together. But they keep trying to get involved with whatever. Like this group is trying to accomplish something and commit to something, but they keep with the spirits. That's why they're having loss. And things are panicking. They're panicking. Things are slowing down. They're having delays in whatever they try to do. Again, more cards about delays, having loss. And again, this Pisces, Aries is guilty. They have to go to court publicly. Things are not gonna work out. This person is wrong. And things with the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Justice card in reverse. This Pisces, Aries in reverse and is going to, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Libra is going to be punished. This person thinks that they're gonna get away with something because they're in a Five of Swords. Like they're willing to do anything, but that's not gonna, yeah. Because this is destiny. This family, these group of families are supposed to be together. And this person is traumatized. They're in prison now. This is a Robata who's obsessed with a Virgo, Pisces, or the Cancer, water. They're obsessed. Having loss. Five of Swords. They're in this energy where I'll do anything. And they just end up working with this King of Pentacles in reverse. And it just gets worse. Like whatever they're doing with this King of Pentacles in reverse is worse. They get worse afterwards. Some kind of possession is going on when they do something with this Leo, Virgo in reverse and this Earth sign. Some kind of orgy or something is going on, and when this person is done, it's like they're evil. They get more evil or something. Some kind of possession is going on. But nothing can get worse for the collective. There's something new starting here, and we're recovering. We're going to get our money back. Possibly from a Taurus, Gemini, an Earth sign, a Leo, Virgo. They're out of control and they don't have energy. They're using energy, but they're not getting energy. Using it and not getting it. It's like they're having, the only energy they can get is from demons. That's what I'm saying. Like when they have their interaction, it's like more spirits are put on them. And that's how they get their energy, but then their energy is low vibrational, reckless, and crazy. Because they can't get energy from the collective, which is good to make them feel balanced. They get this low vibrational energy and they start acting crazy again because the collective saying no to them. That's how it should be. They stole money, they plotted, they celebrated, had some damn party with the collective's money. Okay? Somebody was like, oh, I got the collective's money. No. No. This is Scorpio Sag that knows about this missing money. Let's see why they're in the energy stalking about this missing money. Moment. Somebody is guilty. They know they owe you money. They know they stole from you, and they're angry that you know about it, or you're going to be knowing about it, or you know now. Like if you just had money missing out of your account, it could be somebody stealing from you. Like you could be somebody who you don't check your account every day, but then you check your account and it's like, where the hell's my money at? Where's my money at? Office, somebody works in an office and they wear sunglasses. This is possible. This is possible. Somebody's in a building. They're trying to avoid death row, okay, or a death penalty. They're addicted to something. They keep lying about something. Somebody's not in the office. Calling you to see what you know. Somebody could be calling you to see what you know. Get on top of me. I hope you feel the same as me. Something is going on, okay, with that. And they keep lying about something. Somebody's afraid they're going to do life. Okay, this came out yesterday. Somebody's afraid they're going to do this, or assault and battery, or something worse, of course. Something worse, of course. Somebody could find a good job. Okay, it's in reverse. But they did something really bad. Maybe somebody has the potential to find a good job, but they chose the wrong route. Okay, they're not at this office or something, or an environment where you work. Basic physical health. Somebody could be stalking this. Again, allergy in reverse. They can't create an allergy in somebody. This came out, I think I said this in this reading or the last one. Again, somebody's in prison. Something's going on in prison. Somebody with water placements. They were trying to block a union or something that was fated to happen, and they got out of control. Teaches you about your early life, your fourth house. Somebody is stalking your family home and past. They want breakfast in bed, somebody. And you're ready to move on from something. This harmless karmic. Okay, they can't watch you online anymore. Let me make it up to you. They want to make something up to you, somebody. Lost keys. Somebody lost their place. They're disabled from something. A restraining order is happening. Crystal ball in reverse. Lying to boss. Somebody could be using a crystal ball and lying to their boss. Somebody's having nightmares about something. They witnessed some type of crime. They witnessed a crime. It's like somebody keeps going around and like hurting these people in prisons. Somebody keeps going around and hurting people in a prison. This could be significant. So, something about a restraining order. Somebody either has one or needs to create one. And someone was using a crystal ball to watch maybe employees or somebody. They're watching somebody and they're lying to their boss about it. Somebody could have lost their place or their keys or their access to something. They were doing voodoo as well. They did something at a hotel. This hotel incident they're trying to reverse. Okay, they were trying to destroy somebody's platform. They've been watching you at work right here. This prisoner right here. I cannot make this shit up. A younger man or woman could be significant. Somebody is violating their probation. Thinking about last night. They go to the strip club after work in reverse. They can't do it anymore. Somebody can't catch a bus. There's a letter involved. A basement. The letter Z. Somebody could be in a basement. Z or N could be significant. First, middle, or last name. Somebody has butterflies and watching you on the low. They don't have a testimony. Death punishment is here. Pitiful in reverse. There's someone who's not pitiful that could be watching you, but then there's this other person again in the way. What time am I coming over? You don't want this person to come over. A national park could be significant. Somebody could be staying at a national park. And you're not communicating with them. This broke witch is in reverse. Somebody's a water sign. Okay, some kind of trauma happened to a telepathic person. They're not coming back to somewhere. Okay, this luxury pool or jacuzzi is closed or in reverse, or it needs to be. 43 or 34. Something is not happening in the bedroom telepathically. They're stealing your creations. They want to have sex outside someone. Do you think about me too? It's in reverse. They're not thinking about someone, or you're not thinking about someone. There is someone who you make want to be a better person, an athlete. They're not from South America, this person. 777 could be significant. First, middle, or last name starts with U is in reverse. They have some kind of anxiety attack. Karen, or a name that starts with K. That feels so good. Somebody was doing something in the bed. Okay, Get on Top of Me is here. LaGuardia Airport. They could have traveled here recently. Aries could be significant. Something could have happened to this person during sex. Someone is very arrogant and ignorant. This air witch in reverse. And Aries. They lied on us. We're not entertaining demons. Whoever us is, they need to save themselves. Okay. Somebody wants to live together, but they don't want them to live together. This person that works as a hoe, they don't want somebody to live together. They're in a house. They keep trying to block this reciprocity, this first date. They keep trying to stop something because they want to stay in an abandoned apartment. They're feeling grateful to stay in an abandoned apartment. Okay, they don't feel hopeless, but they're abandoned. Somebody didn't leave early. Somebody's moving on. They can't deep breathe. Somebody cannot breathe deeply. They have to move forward. Something is affecting their breathing. Get one card out of here. Something happened at a hotel, possibly. Some kind of fight. A restraining order is in place now. Something, they couldn't do something at a nail salon. A nail salon could be in reverse. Something is disabled though. But they're trying to disable a restraining order. They're trying to, because your money's being returned to you. So somebody's trying to get rid of a restraining order. Their people know about you. And they hate someone. Okay. It's like somebody is trying to, like, you have a restraining order against someone and somebody is trying to disable it so they want somebody to hurt someone, and they're saying, well, I have a restraining order, this person has a restraining order against me, so I can't go around it. So it's like they're trying to remove this restraining order so that someone can have a right to come around you, but it's to do something harmful. It's to do something harmful. It's not to do anything good, and this is because they have to return money to you or something. So now they're trying to find somebody, or they know somebody who you have a restraining order against, and they're trying to like make this person come around. It's like somebody just keeps trying to find people to harm. They're obsessed with harming and offering up somebody because they're possessed by demons. They're possessed by demons. That's all it is. Somebody with Libra placements could be significant. Taurus, Libra. Ten of Swords. This keeps coming out. These energies are, they're having a painful ending because they won't stop doing something with this young earth sign. We have Devil here. When I split the deck, we have Devil here. Somebody is involved with, they might need an exorcism. They could be doing dark magic. They're cursed, possessed. Again, a dog is significant, or a pet. Candy Crush could be significant, this app. Again, your ancestors, okay, the collective's ancestors are not playing. They're not playing. Okay, they're doing something with this Pisces, Aries. This Pisces, Aries, and the Scorpio, Libra fire. They took the collective's money, and you could have a restraining order against them, or you need to. RE could be significant. ER could be significant. Okay, justice needs to be served here. Somebody could be disabled as well. Their people know about you. Somebody is going to serve justice. Somebody is getting their money back for sure. Okay, they don't want to give you back your money, so they keep making bad decisions with witchcraft. I just saw Two of Swords, a Magician in reverse. These are bad cards. They want to do something to this water sign, to this Taurus. They're very greedy. And again, they're losing inheritance. That means they have to pay us back. They stole something here. And it's like nobody's looking into it. It's like the collective is looking into it, but there's no investigation happening, so we got to turn that around. Yeah, they're still hustling though. They're still hustling and out of control. Again, this Capricorn, Aquarius, Virgo just has some sort of fascination with the Sun card, okay, with children and doing something reckless and out of control. There's somebody who suffers from a lack of control in their life, and they get off on doing something to little persons because they have no control in their life. They're overcommitted to the devil right here. They're overwhelmed. They can't commit to anything. Okay, God is bringing this union together, or a child into the world, or justice, or a job, okay, that the collective needs. And the Wheel of Fortune is here, which means it's happening. This person is just, they can't deal with their demons, okay? And again, but why is this King of Pentacles out here all of a sudden today? Because they're doing something with this Virgo, Libra. This Leo, Virgo, and this Virgo, Libra keep doing something here to stay out of trouble. And it involves little persons. This Queen of Pentacles is also doing it with the young Earth sign. Like I said, little persons, they're meeting up right over the Sun card for their fate. It has to stop, okay? And they're working with mothers who are betraying their children for Ace of Cups. Again, for another young Earth sign. Who is, the letter D could be significant. What is, to come for this group here? Okay, confusion. Okay, they need energy though. They need energy, a new opportunity, new passion. But again, we have Five of Pentacles and this Cancer, Leo in reverse. This person is losing their home, their roof, their money, some kind of financial gain, and it's over for them. They cause too much chaos with this this Gemini air sign, or Taurus. They did too much harm. They went too far, and now they're weak and burnt out. And they, again, confirmation, they lost their home right over Five of Pentacles. Their community, they can't communicate with people in their community, or the people in the community don't want anything to do with them. They're rejected by their community. They don't have support. And wow, so Tower over Four Wands in reverse and Five of Pentacles. There's nothing to come for them. Absolutely nothing. They could be going to jail or something worse. Yeah, because this energy is showing authority. This Emperor energy is exercising their power and authority. So give me more about, they're trying to make up with somebody, but give me more on this Emperor's energy, what they're doing. Okay, yeah. They're dealing with this Scorpio, Sag, Aquarius that keeps doing something inappropriate in the nude. They're exercising their authority against this energy. They're doing something inappropriate, possibly with little persons and adults. Okay, and this Aquarius keeps coming back to the Scorpio Sag. Okay, to do some kind of hoeing is what I got here. And it's not working out for them. They're still unable to sacrifice anyone. All they have is possession. Okay, and somebody blocking them. So again, just loss and grief here. They're upset because of Taurus, Aries, Leo, water sign, air, fire sign is not in distress. They're suffering because of that. This person needs to tell the truth. Are they going to tell the truth? Tell me more about this Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You have air in reverse and Virgo in reverse. Again, no work. Okay, this Robata is finished, so they're probably not going to tell the truth. Okay, yeah, jail. So they're doing spell work in the prison, maybe, where they are. And they're doing it with this Cancer. This Virgo could be doing spell work with this Cancer, Gemini, and Aquarius. And they need to say something about it. Somebody is trying to get away from this group. We have somebody with Pisces, Capricorn energy trying to get away from this group so they can have some sort of public reward that they feel like they're deserving of it because they released the devil. And this Aquarius, he's coming around with the clothes off. Okay. They're getting backfired for that. Now they're in a puppet state. Okay, this person is just could be in jail and just unaware because they can't. Every time they try to do something, it backfires because it's just their karma is always there. We catch them every time. We don't allow it. We don't tolerate their behavior, and that lack of toleration or tolerancy is somebody's wants to do breakfast in bed. They're ready to move on with something. They want to have breakfast in bed. Okay, but the collective isn't tolerating this anymore. We're not tolerating this anymore. The number 5 or 7 could be significant. 57 or 75. Let's get another deck. Someone is being haunted by spirits in a prison. This is possible. Something for this devil card. There's better shit on the horizon. It's on the side. Keep your word in reverse. So until somebody keeps their word, there may not be better shit on the horizon for them because they're not keeping their word about something. Somebody needs to keep their word about it. They're saying they're going to do something and they're not doing it. So they're not to expect anything is what I'm getting here. They shouldn't expect anything until they keep their word. Oh, let's see what it says. We'll close out this reading in 9 minutes. 9 could be significant. Something is going on with weapons in a prison, a handicapped person in a prison, or somebody in a wheelchair. Someone is, again, there's a lot of violence and something with a knife. Oh, damn. These people are crazy, child. They got demons on them. Oh, damn. These people are crazy. They're just going around killing people. They're possessed. Looks like it's in another country, too. But it could be anywhere. All right. So there's a Capricorn. Yeah, we have really low vibrational, immature energy here. Water, air in reverse. That's not keeping their word here. They're overcommitted and overwhelmed. They can't keep their word when it comes to something. They're panicking, okay? Again, maybe somebody around this person has had a painful ending and they're trying to trap this new love here. They want to do something to this new energy. Okay, again, something happened in a moving vehicle maybe. This air sign had something to do with it. They were stalking this person. They were bothering this. This is somebody who was like getting annoyed by this energy in the car. Like they're in the car and they're trying to have a peaceful drive and this stupid person just keeps annoying them. Okay, like just keeps contacting spiritually, using the mirrors, using the windows, using earworms. They just keep stalking this person and maybe something happened. Okay. Okay, they're following this water sign here. This Capricorn, Aquarius, Cancer is out of control when it comes to this water sign or a Capricorn or a Gemini, because they're possessed by this Scorpio Sag. This Scorpio Sag is like, it lives. This thing lives, okay, on people. Like this is some kind of spiritual germ or disease. And people have to keep blocking this energy. Like, can you get away from here, please? They could be following Leo placements, Aries, water. The truth is coming out about this person. This person could have had a painful ending in a car. They could have gotten some kind of karma. And now they can't go anywhere. Again, ancestors are just, whatever this group is doing, they're really attracting our ancestors to maybe react, okay, in a way that will cause suffering to them. Right here, I'm telling you, this prison, this is serious what these people are doing. 2 imprisonment cards and suffering. The swords, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22 swords. I don't know if this person is surviving anything. Something could be going on with their teeth, their gums. They need energy. Again, Aries in the spiritual horde is having failure. It's like somebody won't let go of this energy because this energy won't leave them alone. It's like these spirits won't stop bothering somebody. They just keep coming back. Dead spirits, I can't make it up. They keep coming back. Somebody keeps meeting up with these spirits over and over again. And until they say no, until they say no more, I don't want to engage anymore because it's excessive pleasure that's happening. It's like they're getting, it's like they're sex addicts, or there's some kind of overindulgence of, and it weakens them. It's making them sick and they keep doing it. They're possessed. Ancestors just keep getting in reverse. It's like this person is dealing with ancestors getting in reverse with them because they keep doing shit to us. And then they're dealing with this weakening that's happening to them. They're getting weak and scared every time they overindulge with these spiritual things. And there's somebody in the background plotting on this person for doing that. Like this person is getting karma from multiple places. Yes, somebody is plotting. This Taurus, Gemini in reverse, and then the Scorpio is plotting on this person because they have secrets. They have secrets. They don't want this person talking about something that they're doing to this couple, or that they're doing to an ancestor, or they don't want somebody talking about what they're doing to a father, or somebody blocking them, or they don't want somebody talking about what they're doing to people's dreams. Because the moon in reverse says, that's it. This is being released. But they don't want this person to talk. They don't want this person to talk. So it's like this person will be out in the cold. Because the decisions they're making are terrible. They're being forced to change here. Again, this Leo Virgo keeps coming out. It's like this person just hangs out in the energy. Like this person just sits around and stalks people all day, Leo, Virgo in reverse, and makes bad decisions. This person is manipulating people. This Leo Virgo in reverse is manipulating people. And this Libra, like they're just saying, why don't you do that? Yeah, just tell that person to fuck off. Who the fuck is that person? They can't tell you what to do. They're just being a devil here, okay? And the collective is just ignoring them. But they just keep trying to bother the collective. We're just focused on making money here and maybe being with somebody we love and meeting up with someone. This person, they did something to their family they need to tell somebody about. Okay, they're under judgment for what they did to their family. They're going to have financial loss and no justice because they did something with the clothes off, or with someone with the clothes off. The Sagittarius and the Aquarius. Somebody did something with a Sag and an Aquarius or a Taurus with their family, and now the family's not here anymore. And now this person trying to move on. Okay, but they're moving. See, this is karma. This is karma because somebody has an addiction here and they want to move on without healing, which means they're going to go into more confusion. They're going to be very codependent, and they're attracting these women that are just crazy. They're attracting these women that are out of control. This person is surrounded by feminines that are nuts. And this little young earth sign, a child maybe, who's hustling. But they're being looked into. Okay, nothing is going unseen here because it's possible this Cancer Leo is not working with them anymore and this Scorpio Libra is not working with them. So now they just have a group of women in this young earth sign confusing them and using them until they're no more. Because they need somebody to go to court for them. They need somebody to sacrifice to go to court. They don't want to go to court, so they keep sacrificing this person. So they're putting children in this person's view so that this person does something inappropriate and then God is watching them. These groups are being set up here. Yeah. It's like somebody is tempting someone and then putting the temptation in front of their face and saying they're doing the witchcraft to tempt them, and then they're putting the temptation in front of their face and saying, go and get it. I know you're going to get it because I already did witchcraft on you to make sure that you're tempted to do this. So I know that you're going to do it. I know that somebody's going to expose you, and then I know you're going to go to jail for me. That's what somebody is saying. Somebody's literally, and this person just keeps doing it. It's because of all the sexual, it's something going on with the contact, and like they're doing something to this person every time they do it, and it's making them, they could be putting demons on them. Okay, because something suddenly happened. This person suddenly lost their home and now they're in reverse. It's Robata. It's just because of this Virgo and this Cancer. And it's Aquarius. These are all feminines here. Okay, it could be a masculine Virgo, but I feel like it's three feminines, or it could be a feminine that is a man or something like that. But somebody's saying shit, you know, like, damn. Last card, they're being blocked by the collective. The collective is not, so you cannot come in here. You're weak and possessed and crazy. And let ancestors do. Ancestors can deal with this so that the collective can do what's fated for them. Some kind of creation and new thing is supposed to come for the collective. Something great, something you're passionate about, an opportunity, and somebody you love, somebody you're gonna make a lot of memories with, and you're fated to be with this person. So this is almost done. That's your reading.